Hello, Be Awesome listeners. We are back, but we're missing our guest. We've got some technical difficulties up in the North Pole. My name is Joshua Peach. For those of you that haven't listened to the podcast before, welcome. For those of you that have been listening for the last 4 years, thank you, first and foremost. We've been quiet for the last year or so from our podcast, but we've retained being in the top 2.5% of all podcasts somehow. Probably because many of you have been catching up on the 100 hours of content that we had created with the 93 or so episodes that we have. So we're going to actually try to record. We're going to get Santa on and record our episode, and we'll release it by, I would say, 1:30 Eastern Standard Time. But I wanted to let everybody know, in case you were waiting for the podcast, that we do have technical difficulties, but we don't have technical difficulties with our new co-host that's going to be joining me, Uncle Dave. What's happening, Uncle Dave?
How's it going? You look good today, buddy.
You got everything working right. We're going to talk about this in the podcast with Santa Claus, but for those of you that are with us right now, I chose Uncle Dave as the co-host because we have so many similarities and so much in common. If you just look at us, you can tell how resemblance we have. I think the closest thing is that I sometimes resemble Matt Patricia, and he was over in Detroit, which Uncle Dave is Detroit made. So that's about as far as it goes.
You got better hair. You got better
hair. Sometimes. But Uncle Dave and I are going to jump off. We're going to get on Zoom. We're going to get a recording with Santa, which is going to be awesome. Be sure to tune in later on today. We'll put the recording out. Santa's currently running for House of Representatives against 48 other contenders in Alaska, one of them being most notable, Sarah Palin. But we're going to learn about his journey, his mission, and his why. We're not going to get into the political side of things, but we'll be back with you shortly. So in the meantime, if you can be anything, be awesome. And excited to have